What's good, YouTube fam? It's your girl Unleashed with Alicia Dillon with another video. This video is about how I got my cat Kira. Y'all probably trying to figure out who is Kira. Well, why did you name her Kira? Alright, but I'm gonna show y'all my girl Kira. Hi YouTube. Say the way I met Kira was in 2015. My friend from high school told me that she got a cat from outside, followed her home, whatever, and I was like, what the heck? Why did she follow you home in the first place? But anyway, she told me a couple of days after that she was pregnant. I was like, oh snap. I was like, what are you gonna do with the babies when the babies are born or whatever? She was like, I don't know. So this was like in January. She was pregnant and whatnot, and she wasn't able to take her to the doctor, I guess, because the fact is I don't think she had her covered or anything like that, as far as like with the ASPCA truck or anything like that, because she was an outsider cat. She wasn't really like an indoor cat. So she would like basically go in and out of the house and run around the streets like any other outside cat, stray cat would. And she called me the end of June. She called me the end of June saying that, oh, Alicia, Hope had the babies. That was her name. Her name was Hope. She named her Hope. Hope had the babies. She was like, oh, do you want to take one? That's Kira right there. As you can see, she's right there. She's trying to figure out what to do. Anyways, yeah, she was like, oh, I don't know what to do. She was like panicking. She really didn't know what to do with the babies. And she said she called not a clinic or whatever, but somebody that would like help her, how to comfort her while she has the babies. And she sent me pictures. I'm gonna show y'all the pictures. She sent me pictures of her giving birth, and then she sent me pictures of the babies. She had 6 babies, because I think cats can have up to 6 to 8 babies in their tummies. She had 6 babies and 3 boys and 3 girls. During the line, she had them on July 1st, 2015. That time she asked me, oh, Alicia, do you want one? I was like, I don't know if I can have one, because the fact is my mom is not really a person that, is an animal person. I'm an animal person. I love different kind of animals. So I talked to my mom about it. She had to think about it really hard if she wanted to have an actual animal in the house and whatever. So I begged her non-stop. I begged her like OD if we can have a cat in the house. So after July 4th, my mom finally gave me an answer that we can have a cat in the house. So down the line, my friend Kim kept calling me and texting me saying, oh my god, 1 died, like 2 died. 2 girls died, and then one of her brothers died too. So there was only like 3 left. So I took one, and her sister took the boys. And then she called me again a few days after in July telling me that Hope escaped the house, because she was gonna try to get her neutered after she had all the babies and whatever. So I was like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna look for her? Are you going to try and see if you can do something about finding her and getting her neutered? She was like, no, I don't want to deal with it, because then again, she told me next 2-3 months she had more kids. And I took Kira in, and this is when I was dating my ex. I was dating my ex long time ago when I was in high school. And I was like, hey, I got a cat, and would you like to see her? He was like, yeah. So I took her in a little basket, a little bin, and have her be comfortable inside the bin with a little sheet and whatnot. And he saw her and she hissed at him. Like she really didn't like him. She was like more into me because like I was like very motherly to her at the time. So he was like, oh, let's name her Kiara. I'm like, Kiara? Where you get Kiara from? And he was like, oh, I got Kiara from a movie, Simba movie, one of the Simba movies, Simba 2, because the Simba movies was Kiara. And I tried to respond. I tried to see if she would respond. I said, let's go, Kiara. Come on, Kiara. Come up on the table or on the bed. She wouldn't respond to that name. So then when I got home with Kira, I told my mom the name. She was like, Kiara. Why would you agree to name her Kiara if she's not gonna respond to it? So we gave her a couple days and to see if she would respond, and she never did. So we tried Kira, and instantly she responded to that name, so instantly. And I was like, wow, she really did. So the time being, she was very tiny. She couldn't eat no kind of like pet food, no Friskies, no Meow Mix, no nothing. So at the time we had to give her milk in a small itty bitty bottle. We gave her milk in a small bottle. She drank it, and a couple of times she couldn't use the bathroom because so we put like a little pad on the floor, and then sometimes what I would do was I would take a wipe, I would take a wipe, and I would just put it around her bowl. I know that sounds disgusting, but I would put it on her bowl, and that's the way she would poop. It would be very liquidy because she was tiny. She was like a palm of my hand, you can say. She was like the palm of my hand. And I was like, wow, like this is the crazy experience I ever dealt with. It's like dealing with a little baby, a human baby, but you're actually dealing with an animal, dealing with a little animal. But I'm gonna show y'all pictures of Kira and how being very small and how she is now, because she's big. And one time when she was about like 1 or 2, we noticed that her legs, like the back of her legs, were like very, very down, and I was kind of scared and skeptical, like what is going on, like why is she like this? So I made an appointment. I asked one of my friends, I was like, hey, do you know like a really good veteran doctor that I can go to for her, because something's wrong with her? I didn't know what to do. So we took her. She told me about a place she went to take her dogs when she neutered her dogs. Her name is Melissa Grace. She told me about a really good doctor. He was in Queens, and the place was called Queens Midway Animal Hospital. So we made an appointment, and that time I had the ASPCA insurance, so I was able to take her at my own time being. So when we took her, he was like, she's in heat. I was like, wait, what? I didn't know that they can get that too, like humans can, like humans can. So I was like, he was like, oh, she needs to be loved, she needs to be, she's gonna, throughout her years, because she was like 2 and she was like a teenager, and that time she's like a teenager when they're 2. I was like, okay, now I know. All right. He was like, she needs to be loved, a lot of love, because she's gonna go through that for like 2 weeks. I was like, oh, 2 weeks? And I was like, is it normal that she's meowing at us? Meowing very loudly? She was like, yeah, because she wants to actually like sometimes go, she's like calling on other animals or whatever, and she feels like she's alone in the house. So now what we do is, when they were trying to like, they were like, oh, do you want to try to neuter her right away? I was like, I want to, but I don't have the amount of money to get her neutered. And he was like, okay, just sure you make an appointment, because when we neuter her, we take her overnight. We observe her overnight to make sure that that the spray neutering helps her throughout the night. And she would have to get her shots, blood shots, She would have to get her rabies shots, flu shots, all kind of shots done, like, you know, humans can too. I was like, oh, okay, no problem. And I got scared because when they first put her down on the table and she was growling like a lion, my heart was beating so fast. You can, oh my God, I was like, what to do, what to do. I didn't know what in the world to do. So my mom had to take me out of the room because simple fact is, like, I was scared. I was crying because she's like a little baby to me. I don't want anybody to hurt my baby. I didn't. I really didn't. But now my brother got her into being a bad cat, but now she's a good cat. She's very lovable. She is always around us every time we're in the shower. She wants to be by the shower protecting us. She's a very protectable cat. She's even when I'm not home and I'm at work, she's with my mother, comforting my mom, especially when my mom comes from dialysis. Like, she's the best cat you can ever say, and she's a beautiful, beautiful cat. I don't want to start crying because, like, I never met anybody that had almost the same kind of personality as I have as an animal. You know what I mean? As an animal. She gives you lots of love and attention. Say bye-bye, Kira. Okay, she wants to get down. But anyways, alright. And don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, and post your notifications on. I love you guys. Bye.